New York City, and Sub-Zero is winning. Oh, I got my seatbelt on already. See? Always safety minded. There's a bus blocking traffic, so thank God. All right. Here we go. Genius take the wheel, 193. Sub-Zero wins. It is Sub-Zero centigrade here in New York City. It's like 24 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. And when I got to the gym, it was like 17 degrees Fahrenheit. Not a lot of fun. But we out here. Today had some failures and some successes, and I'm proud of most of my failures today. So let's do this autopsy, but first a little bit of housekeeping. Thank you so much for watching Genius Take the Wheel, episode 193. If you are watching after I go off the air, thank you for being part of that replay gang. I appreciate you. Make sure I make this turn safely. All right. If you like what I do here or find some kind of value, please hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. So today was the big day. I was going to go up to 15 repetitions at 245 on the squat by hook or by crook. And so last week I did 3x3, which is a total of 9 reps. I would have done 5 sets of 3, but I just thought that I could do 3 sets of 5. And so I tried, and I will say that I was very happy with my performance at 245 in the squat today. It was sufficiently difficult. I didn't feel like I was like dying. I didn't feel like I was going to be injured. The balance was very good. It was just a really great experience squatting today. I did not need as much rest period as I normally would, and I think it's because my confidence is up. My stability is good, strength is good, and it helps when I'm hack squatting much more than 245. So if I can keep my stability together, 245 is super doable, and it was today. Now, the assignment today was to try to get 5 sets of 3, or 4 sets of 3, 4 or 5 sets of 3 at 365 in the deadlift. I did the first set, and it felt relatively good. But then my ambition started to talk to me. The ambition said, is today the day that I could hit 405? Because the first set of 3 at 365, it was difficult, but I knew I had it in the bag. So I did the set of 3 at 365, And then I looked at the plates and I was just like, do I really want to like struggle to put on 2 10s on both sides? Fuck it, I'm just gonna put the 25s on. So instead of trying it at 405 like I should have, I tried it at 415. And I was afraid of the lift, but something told me I should try it anyway. I had somebody help me out by manning the camera. And I went up. I tried not to spend too much time deliberating. I just tried to just grip it and rip it. And I failed. But I was happy with the failure. Not all failures are bad, folks, especially in the gym. Now, when I looked at the replay, there was one thing I didn't like in the failure, and that is I was not in very good position to deadlift. Now, for a person of my height, it's very, very difficult to get in the proper position. Every time I think that I finally sat down enough on the deadlift, I look at the replay and my hips are very high in the air, pause. And I'm just not in a great position to deadlift. But the thing is, I did get the bar off the ground about 3 or 4 inches. And so I know that 405 pounds I would have been successful. I would have been successful. But I had to go and try 415 pounds, right? But I'm happy with that failure, even, because basically I knew that I was in poor position. But the way that I approached the lift was good. I really did try to get my hamstrings and glutes to do their job. I tried to keep the back straight. But as soon as I really started to feel the back bow a little bit, that's when I was like, yeah, it's not worth it. I probably could have forced the deadlift at 415. I could have forced it, but I decided not to. I put the bar down and I looked at the replay, and it turned out that it was a really good effort, and I really can't be mad at it. Catherine Anna Hauserman's in the building. Good afternoon, evening to you, wherever you are in the world. I know you could be in South America. I know you could be in Europe. You're an international lady of mystery. Shout out to you. So I failed at 415 pounds in the deadlift, but I'm not really mad about it. I was only able to get one more set at 365, so I was off my goal by 6 to 9 repetitions, but I'm not mad about it because I did make a good faith effort to hit that. I really did make a good faith effort to hit that 415. Next Sunday, I will hit that 405. I have no doubts I'll hit that 405, So, I'm very happy with the effort I put in today. I really did try for 3 sets. That third set, I was not in good position. I could not get the proper tension. I started to, get lightheaded, and I just didn't want to risk the injury. I'm also very hungry. I'm not in the greatest mood these days. But I was happy to get the 6 reps that I did get at 365. And I know that, hey, Midmo, please hit the like button on the way in, folks. I appreciate you. I was happy with the failure at 415. Now, I was kind of assessing why I failed at 415 today. And I know for a fact that even with the poor positioning, I would have gotten 405. But I had to really think about why. Why? You know, why am I struggling? And I realized that part of the reason why I am struggling to raise the strength ceiling on my deadlift is because I do something that most lifters do not do. And that is I squat very heavy before I deadlift. Now, from a mechanical standpoint, most people really don't have it in them to stay consistent with their movement patterns for the deadlift and the squat. So if they do their squat first, the squat might bleed into their deadlift. If they do the deadlift first, the deadlift might bleed into their squat. Their mechanics are all messed up. They either get hurt or they don't perform the lift. But for me, I teach these motions. I'm constantly doing these motions. So I have a really good grasp on what I need to do from a mechanical standpoint. But I realized today, wow, nobody stops at the stop sign. That's amazing. So I recognized that when I go to get into position on the deadlift, especially for the first rep, my quads hurt really bad when I go to get into the position. Pause. And I realized that the deeper I get into the deadlift part of the training, the worse I feel after every set. And it's because the soreness in my quads is building up pretty bad. And so I'm really struggling to get my hips into a low enough position to have, how do I say this? To allow physics to be my friend on the deadlift. So I'm way out of position. I can't really fire my glutes the way I want them to, but the quads are firing and they're super sore and they hurt a lot. So, the first set, fine. The second set, I really struggled and I just could not get the proper tension. I could not keep my back straight. I did not know where I was on planet Earth anymore, which is why I decided that it would be best for me not to chance it any further. So I have to, because of the way that my program is set up right now, I realized that I'm just going to have to be happy with the slower progress on the deadlift. Now, can I do 405 for one? I have no doubts. If I would have just kept it to 405 today, I would have gotten that rep in. It would have went up. I think that if I really wanted to sell out and risk me feeling like garbage, I probably could have gotten that 415 today as well. But it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. I didn't force it. And I feel a whole lot better right now not forcing set 3, 4, and 5 at 365. I just did the 2. I failed at 415. I feel good about it. The squat was just so good. My positioning was good. My confidence at 245 is just rising steadily. Next week, it is going to be a max test for the deadlift, not for the squat, because I don't really care about how much I can lift on the squat right now. I care about how much I can lift on the deadlift. So I'm thinking that next week I may put the deadlift before the squat to see if to make sure I can get the 405 off the floor. I will not do a full deadlift day, but what I will do is, and this is just a preliminary plan, so don't hold me to this, but the preliminary plan that I have for right now is, instead of squatting heavy before my deadlift, I'm going to try to deadlift fresh. I'm only going to do a rep or two once I get above, like, you know, around that 275 area. I might do one rep at 365, just put the 40 pounds on, not the 50, and go straight for that 405, hit the 405, and then take all the plates off the bar, then go hit my squat. And whatever upper body shit that I'm supposed to do after that, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I have no doubts that I will meet the goal that I set for myself maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. I set a goal for me to move 405 on the deadlift before 2025, and I'm going to max test that on next Sunday. And I'm very proud of myself because I'm doing these heavy ass squats and then going like into the deadlift, and I don't really give myself enough time to like really let my legs how should I say recover, because I do heavy leg press on Tuesdays, heavy hack squat on Thursdays, and then heavy back squat on Sundays, and then follow it with the deadlift. So I'm going to go for 4 sets of 5 at 495 in the leg press on Tuesday. I'm going to go for 4 sets of 5 at 275 on the hack squat on Thursday. And then on Sunday, I'm going to swap things a little bit, and I'm really going to try to warm up those hamstrings real good, get into the deadlift, get through 275, get through 365. I might even only do 1 or 2 reps at 365, just to kind of, you know, get hyped up, and then smash that fucking 405. Don't let my ego get in the way of it. Break down the bar, go hit the squat, go hit my 4 sets of 5, and then let that be that. And then, you know, once I hit the 405 for 1, I'm gonna feel so good about myself. I don't mind having to stay at 365 for a while and really work that until I feel like I can get good sets of 5 before I move to like 385 or something like that. I don't mind it. You know, going into January, I would love to get a nice clean 5 sets of 5 at 245, so that I could start deciding if I'm going to go to 355, 365. Whoa. Let me run that back. That was wild. I want to really get these, you know, that 5x5 really clean at 245, so I can decide if I'm going to hit 255, 265, or 275 in the free bar for sets of 3. And I really want to get to that place where I just feel so in control of what I'm doing that I can take chances to go up 20 or 30 pounds after I hit that really clean 5x5. So, you know, I really do like it when my quads are sore, but I really hate it when my quads are sore when I'm trying to set up for a deadlift. Once I get past the first repetition on the deadlift, I can usually get the next 2 repetitions. But today I just couldn't do it. And, you know, I'm very hungry. That means I know I did a lot of work today. The failure I put a lot of effort into. The squat, I did 40% more work this week on the squat before the deadlift than I did last time. So there's a lot of things for me to be proud of today. So guys, you got to understand that not all failures in the gym are bad. Most failures in the gym are good, as long as you are putting in that good faith effort. As long as you're putting in that effort, if you fail today, so what? If, you know, like I said, I moved the bar about 4 inches off the ground before I had to, you know, but I felt good about it. My back didn't hurt. You know, I don't feel the soreness in my lower back. Pause. So today was a good day. Today I'm supposed to do an incline press, but I ain't really feeling it. So because the energy is really low, I'm very hungry, not having the greatest weekend, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to hit that incline tomorrow at 225. My goal is to either hit 5 sets of 3 or I'm going to hit 3 sets of 5 at 225. Then I'm going to hit the volume sets at 205, probably something in the neighborhood of 3 sets of 10. If I'm feeling really good, I'm going to add a 4th set, and then I'm going to hit that titty clapper machine. I swear to you guys, I will make this a thing. That pec deck, that chest fly machine, I'm going to get all of y'all calling it the titty clapper. Yep. I'm going to make that a thing. So I'm going to hit that titty clapper machine tomorrow. Now, I have not decided whether or not I'm going to hit the titty clapper for volume or for strength. I'm going to make that a game time decision. But Wayne Lee, I recognize that name. I recognize that name. Welcome, Wayne Lee. I feel like I recognize that name. But thank you for coming through. Wayne Lee says, good to know that hunger is a good sign of getting work done, 100%. I'm wrapping up my workout now and feeling that same hunger, 100%. I'll say, first of all, tell us what you're doing today, Wayne Lee. Secondly, I need to know, do you have my phone number? Because if you have my phone number, then I know exactly who you are, and you need to hit me up. Okay. So, wow. Yeah, so, you know, I don't really do the flies with like dumbbells. I hit that titty clapper machine. Sometimes I'll hit the cables on that, and that feels really good. But today, I totally understand exactly where I'm at. I did not grind out the reps at the end. It wasn't worth it. But tomorrow, I'm going to have a really nice day. I'm going to have a really nice day on the chest. I'm going to eat a ton of food today. It's going to be really good. I had a phenomenal row day on Saturday, even though I really was not in a really great mental place. I had a phenomenal row day on the Panada row machine. I was hitting rows 160 pounds a side, single arm. So I'm just putting stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks. Oh, so I know exactly who you are. Wow. Wayne Lee, if your number is the same as it was how many years ago? Let's call it 12 or 13 years ago. You let me know if it's the same number, and I'll hit you up via text if it's the same number. Hold on a second. I think my screen is gonna go blank real quick, but hold on, folks, because this is family right here. All right, I'll know by the notification that we're right here, and we got a lot to fucking catch up on, man. So yeah, this has been a good stream, y'all. Yeah, man. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Like, it's been somewhere in the neighborhood of a decade since the last time I spoke to you. Something like that. The stories that I have to tell you, dude. The stories I have to tell. Damn. But yeah, man, Midmo knows. Midmo's been around for the last 3 years or so. You know what I mean? I see you still remaining loyal to Android. I'm not mad at you. I still keep my Android as well, but I use it only for work purposes, for business purposes. So if you're still in the New York City area, we gotta get up. If you're still in the New York City area, man, we have to get up, man. I got stories on stories, man. But yeah, you know, like I said, I fell short about 6 to 9 reps of what I really wanted to do. But when I realized that I could not find my lower back, I could not find my hamstrings on the deadlift anymore, it was time to shut it down. It was not worth it. So I did 40% more work on the squat, so I'm happy with that. Tomorrow I'm gonna kill the incline press. I might get a little bit. I'm supposed to do on Tuesday heavy leg press and vertical pull. I might do weighted pull-ups depending on how my back feels. It says I don't live in New York anymore. That's why I haven't connected in a while, but I visit occasionally. Looking forward to connecting. Yeah, we're gonna make that happen. I'm very easy to find in New York City. Very easy to visit where I live. You'll know because I'm gonna call you when I'm done with the stream. I'm going to call you when I'm done with this stream. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to my training coming up this week. My gym is open on December 25th, but they close at 3 p.m. I'm not too mad at them. They open at 8. I'm gonna try to get in there as early as possible. And oh, AEW is at the Hammerstein Ballroom. The first time I went to the Hammerstein Ballroom was in the first time I went to the Hammerstein Ballroom, I went to go see Death Clock and Baby Metal in 2023. So yeah, Hammerstein is nice, man. Hammerstein is nice. That was actually pretty fun. Baby Metal was a little bit weird to watch. I really thought that I was gonna end up on a watch list. Because Baby Metal felt kind of like juvenile to watch. I really thought that I was going to end up on some sort of predator list. You know, I thought that at any moment, Chris Hansen was just going to jump out and be like, everybody over the age of 21, the cops are waiting for you outside. Like, Baby Metal was a little bit weird to watch, but Death Clock, man, Death Clock rules. Death Clock rules. Um, Black and Baby Metal are like oil and water. Um, yeah, it kind of felt like that. I'm not gonna front. I mean, it was entertaining. It was just very weird to watch. I did buy some Baby Metal merch because I always like to support bands. So I like to, buy their albums. I like to buy the physical copies. I like to buy t-shirts and hoodies and stuff. But Baby Metal was kind of strange. Catherine says Chris Hansen, classic. What's even more classic is I'm not here for no little boys and little girls. See, Chris Handsome. I call you Chris Handsome. And this is go the easy way or the hard way. This is not going to go any kind of way. Yo, that Scared Straight episode of the Boondocks, if you have not watched it, please watch it. It is a legendary episode. That To Catch a Predator episode was wild. Anyway, let me go get some food, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching and for supporting the platform and hitting that like button, because I would like to get more than 3 views a live stream. I hope y'all guys have the Sunday that y'all worked for, because I know work is really difficult during the week. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, I remember that episode of To Catch a Predator. You want a pizza, a slice of the pizza I brought? Nah, I'm good. I remember one dude just stripped all his clothes off and walked in the house. Like, dudes are just like hard up for cheeks, yo. But y'all have to watch that episode of the Boondocks. I think it's on HBO Max. You have to watch it. You have to. Anyway, I'm up out of here. Thank you so much for watching. I have faith in all y'alls. We might do something on TSP, like an end of the year MMA wrap up. I've got a video that should be going live today. A really heavy episode about our relationship with our parents, especially as adults. And I really want you to really listen to what I got to say on this video I'm going to upload on TSP. All right. So, oh yeah, the one with the cat. Oh, come on, Catherine. I don't need to be thinking about that right now. Midnote says I'm about to watch the Racist Jokes on SNL Weekend Update. The ones on I like the Boondocks and Chappelle's Show better personally. But anyway, I'm up out of here. Thanks so much for watching, and have a nice day. Peace.